Hello and welcome to Business News. I am Omobolanle Adeshui. The irregularities in the supply of premium motor spirit, popularly called petrol, took another turn on Sunday as black marketers of the commodity surfaced on roads in the Federal Capital Territory. Oil marketers stated that concerns in the downstream arm of the sector had yet to be addressed despite clamors by operators, maintaining that petrol price would go up if the issues were left unattended. Meanwhile, the government, through its Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, insisted that it would not allow a hike in the cost of PMS regardless of the concerns raised by marketers. Many petrol stations were reportedly shut along the popular Kubwa-Zuba Expressway in Abuja, while black marketers were seen in front of some of the outlets selling petrol in jerry cans. The downstream regulator stressed that as the issues arise, the management of the authority would keep addressing them. The International Monetary Fund advised that the federal government should completely remove subsidies on fuel and electricity early in 2022, has continued to generate reactions from economic experts. Earlier today on Business Breakfast, public affairs analyst Ariyo Oladende stated that if the federal government had gotten its acts right and the nation's refineries were working optimally, the country wouldn't need the IMF's advice.
You know, in private lives, when you leave what you should do undone, and then you get into problems, people who ordinarily should come to you for counseling will now become your counselors. Why do we need IMF? If we had gotten our games right, the whole that we're even discussing subsidy, for me, is a waste of time. Why do we have this issue of subsidy? Because our refineries have not been working for over 2 decades, 20 years and more. Imagine all the super structures that were now brought in, like the PPPRA, with massive emoluments for staff, allowances, and all such. And then, of course, you and I know several trillions have gone into subsidy payments. There's been scandals arising from this, whereby people didn't import well, and they were laying claims, and they were paid. There was a pretense to take them to court and get them tried. How many years ago was that? Has anybody been tried till date? Or is anybody serving any jail time based on the malfeasance arising from subsidy? And we're still here talking of removing subsidy.
The Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, has described commodities exchanges as pivotal in enabling an environment that will create jobs and facilitate economic development. The Director General, SEC Lamido Yuguda, disclosed this at a stakeholder sensitization workshop on commodity standards organized in collaboration with the Standards Organization of Nigeria in Kano on Thursday, according to a statement. According to Yuguda, commodities exchanges have the potential to efficiently link commodities to industries, thereby creating jobs, living standards, and unlocking the economic potentials of farming communities, among others. The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, has announced the commencement of the rehabilitation and replacement of old circuit breakers in the nation's transmission network. It disclosed that the project was aimed at enhancing bulk power transmission to power distribution load centers across the country. The General Manager, Public Affairs, TCN, Ndidi Mba, said the rehabilitation and replacement work were officially inaugurated at the 37-year-old 330-132 kV Ajaokuta substation in Kogi State. She revealed in a statement issued in Abuja that the move was to ensure that all circuit breakers in the country's transmission network were certified healthy and performed optimally. And Nigeria's trade deficit has declined to $340 million in July from $2.4 billion in June. This was revealed by the Central Bank of Nigeria yesterday, 21st November 2021. The Apex Bank also disclosed in its July Economic Trade Performance Report that the improvement emerged from reduction in imports. Furthermore, the CBN disclosed that aggregate exports increased marginally by 0.2% to $4.45 billion, while total imports declined significantly by 30% to $4.8 billion compared with $4.44 billion and $6.85 billion, respectively, in June 2021. The CBN also stated that Nigeria's crude oil and gas export receipts decreased due largely to lower than expected gas export. It added that the value of crude oil and gas exports declined by 1% to $3.99 billion in comparison to $4.04 billion in June 2021. Well, that's it from the business desk. I am Omobolanle Adeshui.